The sports world was blessed on Sunday night with the first 2 episodes of the 10-part documentary series, The Last Dance, about Michael Jordan, the 97-98 Bulls, how it all fell apart, and oh my god, it is a wild ride so far. There's a lot to unpack, but here's what I thought were the key takeaways. Jerry Krause, the GM of the Bulls while all of this was going down, it was like he was designed in a lab to be the villain of a sports movie. I mean, this guy was gonna break up the greatest thing we'd ever seen in basketball because he wanted to be the reason they won. He's the guy who said organizations win championships, not players, even though, I don't know, pretty sure Michael Jordan was the reason they were in contention. So yeah, I know why he had an ego, he didn't like Phil Jackson, it was all about him, but like, why would you break up that team? There's this great moment in the first episode where an interviewer says to Michael Jordan off camera, did you know that the 84 Bulls were known as the traveling cocaine circus? And Jordan just like loses it. He cracks up and then he's like, oh yeah, you know, I saw some stuff, but I didn't do it. And that's the whole moment. Traveling cocaine circus. There's your new fantasy team name. The lowers on the dock were incredible. President Barack Obama was referred to simply as former Chicago resident. President Bill Clinton was referred to as former Arkansas governor. Steve Kerr was just Bulls guard from 93 to 98. What else was there? Danny Ainge, he was just like former Celtics player. All these guys have gone on to do very impressive things, but I get why they did it. They wanted it to be about those people's connections to Jordan at the time. I just hope that if I'm ever a talking head in a documentary, I'm referred to as Charlotte Wilder, former Lincoln Nursery School student, 93 to 94. In 1997, Scottie Pippen was the second best player in the NBA, and he was the 122nd highest paid. So naturally, he was like, hey, Jerry Krause, show me what I'm worth. And Jerry was like, nope. So Scottie demanded a trade. And it was interesting to hear Michael Jordan in the doc say that he thought Scottie was being selfish because it's pretty clear that Scottie deserved better. But I don't know, I guess that just speaks to MJ's win-at-all-costs mentality. You knew I was going to talk about the fashion. I mean, this doc has made me so secure in my choices to dress like it is still the 80s and 90s, she said with this scrunchie on her wrist. No, but seriously, I mean, these guys looked incredible. Jordan was wearing berets, Scottie had these big boxy suits, the Bulls warm-ups in 97, these white pristine things with the incredible logo and like black paneling. It was incredible. And then there were the mustaches. We have to talk about the mustaches. I've been a real advocate of anyone who can growing a mustache during quarantine, but you guys are doing a great job. You have nothing on Phil Jackson's mustache. You have nothing on David Stern's mustache. Even Larry Bird had like kind of a sad little mustache, but he was trying his best, and that's what really counts. After game 1 of the 1986 playoffs, when the Bulls were playing the Celtics, Michael Jordan went golfing with Danny Ainge. Player on the Bulls, golfing with player on the Celtics. Jordan, if you remember, they lost the first game, but he scored 49 points. And Danny probably regretted trash talking him on the back nine because the next game, Bulls still lost, but Jordan scored 63 points. So, I don't know, maybe don't golf with your enemy before you have to face them. I'm kidding, you can golf with whoever you want. Larry Bird had this incredible quote about Jordan's 63-point game in Game 2 of the 1986 playoffs. He goes, that wasn't Michael Jordan out there, that was God disguised as Michael Jordan. And I gotta say, after watching the highlights, I'm like, oh yeah, no, like, people can't do that. That had to be divine intervention. The best moment of the whole doc wasn't even in the doc. It was just the fact that we had something to watch together again as sports fans. I've missed that so much. You know, missing sports is about more than missing another form of distraction or another form of entertainment. It's about missing something that you can talk about with your friends, a connection, a national shared touch point. It's about feeling something. You watch those highlights, it felt like I got electrocuted when Jordan would dunk. I mean, it was just really, really nice to be able to be an idiot online again with all of you. And I'm so glad we have that for the next 4 Sundays. I'm sure a lot of you will disagree with what I thought were the biggest moments, so please, tell me. It would be a gift right now to argue about sports on the internet.
For the best access, perspective, and personalities in all of sports, follow us at Fox Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.